In this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually launch your website out onto the World Wide Web. In the last few videos, we've been working at creating a page. It's a fairly rudimentary page, I can understand that. With a home page and an about page, we've kind of got a little bit of a site going. Now what we want to do is set up the domain name and everything for this site to actually be live so other people can visit it and access it. So what I'm going to do is in the top right, I'm going to hit save, and I'll be prompted with two different options. One is I can just save the changes, which would allow me to save this site as it is, which means that when I come back, it will be in the same state as it is when I hit save. And then the other option is save and publish. Now, what we want to do is, what that will do differently is it will save the site, but it will also push the changes out to the World Wide Web. So this allows you to work on your website without actually anyone seeing any of the changes until you're ready, and then you can click save and publish. For now, I'm just going to hit save and publish because it's the first time we've ever created this site, so may as well. And now that it's saved, in the top right, you'll see there's another button that says domains. If I click that, that's going to pop up and show me that I don't have any applications set up. So this is a website. We can actually create this website and set it up to show the content, but we can duplicate this site and create different versions of it. So for instance, we might have a staging site and a live site, or we could create a campus website and we could reuse that for 3 or 4 different campuses, each with different domains and different content, but the same site design. That's getting a little bit advanced, but there's some of the options that are at your that are available to you to be able to use. But for now, I'm just going to click new application, and here it will prompt me to give it a name, which will just by default be the same name as the website we've created. It will also automatically generate a Fluoro address that you can use before you point your actual domain, and it will choose what mode it's going to be in, whether it's going to be in production, it's going to show you the published version of the site only, or whether it's going to be development, which would also allow you to preview the changes directly as you hit save. So when you hit save, it will go to the development version, and when you hit save and publish, it will go to the production version. So I'm going to leave those settings and click continue, and then I'll be prompted for other options. So we'll go into this in another tutorial, but for now, we'll just go through the basics. We've got our domain name. We can also set up forwarding domains of other domain names to go there. This is helpful if you've got like a .com, .org, .net, you want them all to go to the same place. But on the left-hand side, I'm going to click authentication, and then I'm going to click application permissions. Here we actually want to give our website some permissions, which would then allow it access to load content from your database. So by default, a website and a user can't actually load anything from your database without you giving it permission to do so. So we want this website to be able to access the content that we put on the screen, like the image and some of the other text and some of those things. So we're going to click select roles, and by default, a good one to start with is the public website visitor role. So I'm going to select that. That just gives you real basic access to basically load images and articles. And then we can select a realm, and here we can say, okay, we only want this website to load content from the Brisbane campus or from the Brisbane and the Melbourne campus. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to keep it simple and just say it can load content from the Central Church all the way down, which includes any of these campuses underneath it. Now, one thing I suggest you do is check out the access, the roles, realms, access video tutorials, so that you have a better understanding of how they work, because this may look like we're giving access to the website to load everything from here. However, that's only restricted to what the role can do. So basically, we're being quite restrictive in that only what a public website visitor can do in this area is what we're going to add. But yeah, check out those tutorials. They go in depth. I'm going to click add, and now we have the public website visitor role in the Central Church realm. And I also need to choose where this application is going to go, which I'm going to stick that just up in the head office. And then I'm going to hit save. And now we've done that, if we click domains up here, we now have a domain that we can visit. So if we click that out on the World Wide Web, this domain can now be visited. Now it's saying no snapshot is loaded. We'll just hit save and publish, and that will Then we'll fix that, and then we can just refresh up here, and you'll see our website actually loads. We're up and running, and we can open up our menu and we can see our different options for loading our about page and all of that as well. And that's how you launch your site. In another video, we'll show you how you can forward your domain. Yeah, thanks for watching.